Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm James from Singapore. I'll be your presenter tonight. Again, I just want to warmly welcome all of you who are in the Zoom. It always, gladdens my heart, because each time when we design for this, we call it the Marvel Monday Zoom. It's purely meant for our new friends who have not heard of our product and technology yet. However, I'm also thankful for the fact that, for our new brand partners who are willing to learn, this is one of the avenues where you can continue to learn of the company, the product, as well as, listening to the testimonials today, tonight. I am grateful for two brand partners who avail themselves to share their stories with us on LiveWave. Okay, you're in for a treat tonight, two gentlemen. So I'm going to leave that later on. So usually for our Marvel Monday Zoom, it's a non-comprehensive Zoom, meaning we do not do in full detail. Having said that, after the whole thing, I will also share on the calendar whereby you'll be able to see that we do have our weekly presentation at our Wood Square office. So later on, I'll be sharing that with you. So meanwhile, for those who are in the Zoom, can you see my slides? I just want you to either put a one, so that I know that you can actually see my slides on the Zoom. Okay, because here sometimes it's very strange when I try to do things, I'm unable to get it there. So if you can see, just type a 111, at least I know where you are, yeah? Okay, I'm just going to, or you can unmute yourself to indicate to me that you can see. Everyone okay?
Yes, James.
Great, okay. So again, welcome to friends who join us, okay? We may have friends from Malaysia. Welcome you to our Marvel Monday Zoom. It's already 8:33. All right. Before I go on, I would just like to put up a disclaimer, which I think is very important. Company like LiveWave is a non-drug company, and therefore, later on, even as I call upon a few people to share on their stories on LiveWave, I just want to tell you that LiveWave product does not cure, nor treat, nor do we intend to diagnose any kind of ailment. Okay, but we will always advise you also, please consult your physician or your family doctors if you have any kind of health issues, okay? Because here, I just want to qualify myself that I'm a non-medical professional or practitioner. What you're going to hear later on is just anecdotal success stories where it's based on personal accounts, right? So, but we do want to share with you that in case you may want to look for another option, if you think that you're on certain programs or certain medication for the longest time and you don't see result, this may be a good time for you to learn about our technology. Okay, so let me talk to you about this company. Someone said this very interestingly, yeah. Okay, company like LiveWave has been around for 20 years. Oftentimes, I have people who ask, hey, James, how come we just learn about this company? For me and to me, anytime you chance upon someone who tell you this, anytime is just a perfect time. Nothing is too late. So for me personally, I learned about LiveWave almost 3 years ago. It's through an event when because I was very, very sick. And it's through a friend from Hong Kong who introduced to me. And therefore also I just want to tell you, if your friends have invited you to our Zoom call tonight, I always believe that your friends have your well-being at heart and in mind. And also, I believe that they want to share with you the experience that they have. Perhaps, to take a third party to share with you may be even more prudent. So allow me to go to share with you very briefly on the company. So we are LiveWave. It's been around for 20 years. In fact, this October, we are celebrating our 20th anniversary. Why I like about LiveWave is this. If you look at this statement here, LiveWave's goal is to tap into the body's natural energy and rebalance the flow for the body to function properly and start the healing process from within without the use of medications, injections, and surgeries. You know, for us, if we ever, any one of you, perhaps if you have gone to a clinic or hospital for yourself or with your loved ones, you know, the very first thing I'm pretty sure when you have certain kind of ailments, it is so natural of the doctor to prescribe you medicine. Huh? So for here, we believe that there is always an alternative, an option for us to get our health back without the use of medications. You know, this statement really resonates with me. Not that I'm against or belittle the Western medicine or doctor, but I solely believe, you know, our body is so amazingly good. If we take care of our body will take care of us. So, what about LifeWave? We are actually positioned as an advanced technology company. So much so that, you know, we do not have product for you to eat nor drink, but simply a little sticker you see at my mouse pointer here, a little patch for you to just patch on your body, and your body works as the own power source to activate the patch. So for LifeWave, it's very interesting because we are considered as the wearable technology whereby we use the power of light to boost health at the cellular level, improving health, wellness, beauty, and longevity. And also, we believe that as we seek to improve health and wellness and longevity that I just mentioned, what I love best is the patch that we are using do not contain any active ingredients, no drugs, no pills, and doesn't require injection. And of course, it's a patented wearable technology, as I mentioned earlier, that harnesses the power of acupressure therapy to boost the health at cellular level. Okay, who is the man behind this? Allow me to introduce, and we call him the three-in-one. His name is David Schmidt. He is the CEO, founder, and inventor of LifeWave. You know, I've heard quite a number of doctors or people whom I know that actually call him an alien. You know, because something like what he's invented, it's so non-conventional to the point that, you know, when we are so used to the conventional mainstream kind of things, you know, little, you know, it's just unbeknownst to many people that this little sticker can do a lot of wonders. For instance, you know, this is what he said, you know, because our patch, one of the patches, in fact, I'm going to emphasize on will be our X39, which is the stem cell activator patch. And this little sticker has the ability to reset our gene expressions to behave younger and healthier. So David actually said this, you know, if we were to go back 20 years, the subject of age reversal was thought to be a science fiction. You know, but nowadays, you know, when we talk about age reversal or stem cell therapy, it's no longer a myth, yeah. In fact, in the 80s and the 90s, stem cell therapy has become so popular, so much so that many clinics in the US, you know, starts to make claim, you know, how good a stem cell therapy is. But potentially, we also know that, you know, although it is good, but every treatment is so costly and it potentially carries about 30% of risk. So later on, I'm just going to expound a bit and explore with you together on why our patch is so uniquely different from the rest. A little bit more about David. Well, David is no ordinary guy. For me, I think, like I mentioned earlier, some people call him alien, but he's also a very brilliant scientist, right? He also works with the military, especially the US Navy, but he's known to be not a man of war. So whenever he collaborates with the military, it's actually meant for the well-being, or he actually invent those kind of rockets for military and commercial use. So what you see on this slide particularly is actually, it's just but some of the accolades that David has. Therefore, like in 1999, He was roped into the International Hall of Fame of Inventors, given the honorary doctorate recipient. This is but one of the things that David, you know, has. So if you look at the top, is also his invention, which is the drone. And this drone, we were told, in fact, we hear from David at his convention that this drone is so light and it's actually used, like the kind of lightweight styrofoam to create this drone interesting, and that it can actually run in the air for 3 days without refueling. Basically, this drone is meant for humanitarian aid, whereby where there's any disaster-stricken area, this drone will be mobilized to send relief to those areas. So a little bit about this picture on the bottom, which is look like a circular thing. It's called a double helix conductor coil, which is also one of David's invention and also patented. This is the one that actually David used to design or invent or come about with the patches. Right. And so far, LifeWave has garnered about 130 patents, still counting, right? So this is, as far as patent is concerned, I have never heard about a company that has gotten so many patents. In fact, our patents is under the utility category, right? It's not for the plants nor for food, yeah. So what about LifeWave? We are considered as a vertical integrated company. If you look at the picture on the right, we have two factories, in fact now three. One is in San Diego and two in South Ireland, Galway. What I like about this is company as like LifeWave, we do not outsource our product to any other third party. From the idea of conception all the way to the final product, everything is done in-house, right? The only thing that we actually got from 3M will be our adhesive sticker. That's about it. Otherwise, everything is manufactured by LifeWave itself. And I'm also proud to tell you, if you look at this Science Foundation Ireland, okay, in the early days where David was experimenting on the X39 patch, the government of Ireland literally funded the project, okay? Because then in Europe, I think where medical care is concerned, they have actually utilized a lot of the budget. That's why when they found that David is doing something that is non-medical and it's so, therefore the government actually asked if they could collaborate with David LifeWave. Again, if you look on the left, you see there's a kind of plug, right? Insofar, I'm very proud to also tell you that LifeWave is by far the only direct selling company given an honorary award by the military. In this case, the US Navy SEALs. Okay, now let me talk to you about a little bit of our product. Okay, although we have a range of product today, my emphasis is going to be on X39. Okay, this is by far, David said, he's very, he's pride this as his greatest invention by far. Allow me to show you just a little bit of our history here. Based on this chart, you realize that in the year 2002, this is literally where David started LifeWave as a company, not until 2004, where he first invented the energy enhancer patch, did David decided to make LifeWave as a direct selling company, right? So this is the first time where David was called upon by the US Navy SEALs to come up with a patch simply because prior to that, David was one of the scientists roped in by the US Navy SEALs to invent the military submarine. So David was one of the scientists that was called upon by the US Navy SEALs to collaborate to build a mini submarine. So when the submarine was invented, okay, it is so good that that the Navy SEALs, they are known to be the elite soldiers. It's like our Singapore's commando, right? as fit and as healthy as they can be. But the submarines, when they are in the submarine for too long, they could not take the pressure and they tend to be very tired easily. As a result, they resorted to caffeinated substances, like coffee and drink, those opioids. And we realize if we are on caffeine for the longest time, when the caffeine wears off, you feel very tired. And this is literally what happened to the US Navy SEALs. Because of that, once again, the US Navy commander requested David to invent something to help with the soldiers. David took about 3 years, okay, to come out with the energy enhancer patch. And this is where in 2004, energy enhancer was birthed. To tell you the truth, in fact, 20 years later, this energy enhancer patch is still one of the most sought after patches that brand partners are using. This is just so fantastically good. Then in the year 2005, again, the ice wave and silent nights were birthed. In fact, these three patches, they were designed for the military soldiers. So just so you know, I want us to know that when David invented this, it was literally meant for the fit, yeah, the soldiers. But then you cannot just stop the good news, right? When the energy enhancer was so good, the other group of people, the professional athletes especially, they started to use the energy enhancer patches as well, namely the US women swimming teams, the Olympic swimmers. So when they started to use our energy enhancer patch, Richard Quick was the one who was the first advocate for our energy enhancer patch, and he started it on the Olympic women swimmers. Guess what? Out of 8 swimmers during the Olympic trial in 2004, 6 broke their personal best. Then subsequently, more professional athletes came on board. People like David Beckham, Michael Phelps, Serena Williams, so many, so many. So eventually, if you look ahead, 2005, 2006, we have the glutathione, and carnosine. Then we have SP6 in 2007. And 2011 is also a very fantastic patch. So we have the Aeon. This was known to be our superstar then until the year 2019. This is where it literally changes the ball game for LifeWave. X39 was birthed, and David took 10 long years before he finally launched this X39 patch. Because prior to this, all these patches were actually classified as the anti-aging patches, yeah. But 2019, when the X39 was birthed, it was actually classified as the reverse aging era. Then of course we have the X49, the Shine Dream, and as of this year, Valentine's Day, the company launched the Ala Vida Revive Eye Cream. If you have not already used it, or you may want to try or know more about it, please ask your friend who invited you to the Zoom. Yeah. Okay, why these patches? In fact, we understand this term called aging. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, a lot of us we age. Of course, many of us would like to age gracefully, and you do not want to have rapid aging, right? But aging is inevitable. If you look at your mirror where you were 5 years ago or 10 years ago as compared to now, you can see there's a vast difference, yeah. And no wonder, there are so many companies or supplements company that comes out with antioxidant supplements. There is a place and there's room why antioxidant supplements is so importantly good for you and I. Because every day we are exposed to this thing called free radical attacks, oxidative stress. All these things causes degeneration in our body. And no wonder suddenly we realize how come we have aches on our shoulder, our backs, our fingers, and our joints. Why suddenly we don't see so sharp as we used to be? And why do we have receding hairlines, all this and that? And why do we have wrinkles, so on and so forth? This is due to degeneration or aging process. And just so you know, there's bad news, but of course, later on I'll share with you the good news. The bad news is our stem cells also age and they also die, you know. So this is a fact. In fact, to the point, I'm just going to show you this chart to show you why our cells need more stem cells right now, more than ever before. Okay, just look at this. If you look at this chart, you will probably realize where you stand, yeah? Okay, it is a fact that, you know, when we are born, we have 100% stem cells. By the time you cross your 30, this is where it's considered as our prime age. No wonder when you look at the professional athletes, right? Once they pass their 30s, they no longer compete already because they also know that by then their energy level will plummet so drastically. Same with our stem cells. That's the reason why we no longer behave what we used to be. By then, as we cross the age 65 group, you realize by then, you know, we have only very, very few percentage of stem cells in our body. No wonder we feel tired. No wonder we feel old. Okay? And this is just the animated chart to show us by the time we cross 60 years, there's only 5% of stem cell left in our body. So just a little bit of background of what stem cells is all about. As a layman, it's just like this. Stem cells are our mother's egg and our father's sperm that fuse together. This will be considered the mother of all stem cells. So from these stem cells, it will break and divide into nervous cells, intestinal cells, liver cells, everything. And after that, you'll form into all our organs. Okay, and finally, 9 months later, you and I become the champion. All right. So because of this, we realize that stem cells are so vitally important, and I'll consider them as the building block for our overall health. Right? No wonder, as I mentioned earlier, in the 90s, in the 2000s, many companies started to explore on the area of stem cell. Allow me to share with you certain things, you know, how they go about it. Because based on the previous slide, we know that by the time we cross 35 to 50 to 60, there are so little stem cells in us. So how to go about it? Currently, when we talk about stem cells, the source of stem cells, there are a few ways of going about them. Okay, one of which is via stem cell therapy, via injection, whereby this method usually they will take from a younger donor and inject into an older recipient. So for this treatment, it's actually very costly, ranging from 10,000 US all the way to $500,000. I'm not exaggerating. We do have people who literally travel to Germany to do stem cell injection that cost him $500,000. It's interesting though, yeah. Singapore, where we have quite a number of billionaires and a lot of deca millionaires, yet our government still does not approve of stem cell injection. And I'm thankful for the fact that, you know, even till today, FDA US do not approve of that, you know. Like I said, because it's so good, many companies started to make claims, you know, that they can do this and they can do that. But they do carry about 30% of potential waste. So the other form will be via ingestion. So in the market, it's quite common to see, you know, if you last time we have this GNC, right? Now it's called LAC. They carry stem cells pills, namely from horse or even camel. Okay. In Singapore, we have quite a very renowned company that actually does on deer placenta stem cell pills. Of course, we do have all kinds, even from plants and from apple. Yeah. So, friends, allow me to introduce you the one and only proprietary and patented stem cell patch that LifeWave has invented. Okay, so the first one is no for me because it actually does not belong to you. Second, of course, also does not belong to you. And the third category, which I'm going to expound a little bit to all of us, will be the X39 stem cell patch by LifeWave. Why stem cell? Because stem cell act as a repairman. Okay, whenever or whichever your organs are in trouble or require any attention, stem cell will come in like a doctor or a joker, and you will go and repair and regenerate the damaged tissues that require attention, right? So introducing to you X39, which is the stem cell activation patch. Before I go on, I just want to tell us that in all our patches, we do not contain any active ingredients, right? So we basically use a technology called photobiomodulation or phototherapy to activate this patch. So so far, LifeWave, we have over 80 clinical studies and more than 130 patents and over 20 years of development, okay, by independent researchers and universities, medical and scientific experts globally. Why X39? X39 has the ability to elevate this peptide called the GHK copper peptide to activate our very own stem cells. I repeat, YX39, it has the ability to elevate GHK copper peptide to activate our very own stem cells. To me, if you ask me, this will be the best choice that I will ever choose because in so far, there's no other company that has the ability or capability to come up with any kinds of stem cell product that can activate your stem cells. Okay, to give credit to whom it is due, David actually wrote on Dr. Laurent Picard. He was the one who actually founded the benefit of GHK copper peptide in 1933. Okay, Dr. Laurent Picard, 73, I beg your pardon, he managed to isolate the copper peptide GHK-Cu from the human plasma albumin in 1973. It was noticed that when the liver cells from 60 to 80 years old patients were incubated in the blood from younger group, the older cells started functioning in nearly the same way as the younger liver tissues. Okay, so he's also found out that GHK has so many benefits. Okay, and I just learned that Laurent Picard, he actually passed on last year, December, a great man. So David actually uses phototherapy to enhance on what he has founded on the benefits of GHK copper peptide. Okay, what is copper peptide and what can it do? In fact, that's also the reason why when friends started to use our X39 patch, this is actually what they literally experience. They experience rapid wound healing. So I have people who told me, wow, their old scars disappeared and their pain's gone, they can sleep better, and it can actually reset your gene expression to younger state. And this is also why, and when we have friends who have not used our patch yet, we always encourage them to take a picture of themselves. Literally from today till the next month or the second month or the third month, when you look back, you will see a change in your overall countenance and your face will look younger. And what GHK copper can do also, convert older life cells to younger state. It is like this, when in our younger days, when we fell or we sustained any kind of injury or wound, they heal pretty fast. Have you ever wondered now at your age, regardless where you are in your 30s, in your 40s, or even in your 50s, when you sustain any kind of wounds or injury, they heal slower. Yeah, that's because the stem cells in our body has actually gone down a lot, a lot. That's also why when people start using our X39 stem cell activator patch, literally their stem cells are regenerated and reactivated to work for them. And that's why we say it is able to reset our gene expressions, to behave younger and healthier. Again, this is some of the, it's non-exhaustive, some of the benefits, when you start to use our stem cell X39 patch, like increase your energy level, your cognitive function, your mental faculty become very, very sharp. And some people experience pain relief instantaneously, fast recovery from exercise with an athlete. In fact, amongst our group, we have a lot of golfers who love to use our patch. For most of us, we love to have this improved skin quality. Really, trust me, it's for me to say, for you to experience. See, on the right chart, this is our clinical studies. As far as I know, not many product, in fact, very, very few product, when you use in the first few days, can reset your gene expressions, like 4,000 in this case, when you start to use X39. Most of them are able to reset probably about 4 to 6 gene expression. But for people who start using X39, in the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. First to 3 months, you can experience gut resetting. And that's why we also have people who, when they start using it, they have better bowel movements, their leaky gut starts to heal, they have better metabolism, yeah. And 3 to 6 months, deep healing begins. Okay, this is where, you start to see, your skin will become more supple, right? And reduce wrinkle, hair start to grow. For some, gray hair become black hair. Yeah. 6 to 12 months later, reverse aging start to kick in. Yeah. Okay. Why I like about our product? Simply because non-drug, non-transdermal, and non-invasive. Okay, for me, if I want to use any product, my first criteria concern would be its safety. Yeah. This non-transdermal to me is very important because nothing goes into your body. Even if you're on any kind of treatment or medication, okay, whenever you use our patches, nothing goes into your body. It's unlike salonpas. Some of you may have used salonpas or any kind of, those patches, they are literally transdermal, yeah. But for our patches, nothing goes into your body. And like I mentioned again and again, we do not have any drugs. It's non-invasive, something you don't have to inject into your body. Just simply remove the paper and you just stick onto your body. Okay, this is in the words of David. LifeWave is unique because it is the only phototherapy product in the world that uses the human body as its own power source. So we don't require any battery nor any electrical point to activate our patches. Just using the far infrared in our body. Okay, doctors have already discovered that our body emits, like, it's called biophotons or human bioluminescence. Just that our naked eyes cannot see. All right. So how does this patch work? Okay. David says, in fact, all the different patches, they emit different kinds of frequencies, yeah, under the visible range. So if someone has a knee pain, you just need to patch it on the local area and you will see the result almost immediately. This is actually what David said. Okay, now to give you some proof, I'm going to call upon, first of all, I'm going to call upon Sam, right? Sam Ho to share on how he experienced with our library patch. Before I invite Sam on, I just want to make another disclaimer again, just in case, for our listeners who have not heard this, we do not, okay, LifeWave products are lifestyle products and are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. Always consult with a physician or other qualified healthcare provider before embarking on a new treatment, product use, diet, or fitness program. All content is created and published online for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice and should not be relied upon as health or personal advice. Success stories are anecdotal and based on personal accounts. Okay, so if you are ready, Sam, can I invite you? You unmute your mic and please share with us how and when you started on using LiveWave. Take
Okay.
away, Sam.
Yeah, actually, last year one of my friend recommended me these patches. So I just said, okay lah. I mean, since it's non-invasive, I can just try on it. Actually, I don't have any expectation of what the patches can do, but just patch lah. But incidentally, the interesting part is because I actually last year, not last year, in fact, 2 years back, I started have some eye blinking quite bad. In fact, blink the whole day. So after that, actually went to Sengkang Hospital to do an MRI, and then they says that this blinking is because you are tired and think they found nothing wrong. So, but then they found something that I have a very, very severe sinus, which I know all along for more than 8 years, which I'm really get used to it. The moment I squat down, my nose start to flow like water like that. So I normally cannot squat too long. So after that, after I start using the patches, I think around first 3 months, okay, 3 months, about 3 months later, I find that my blinking actually reduced quite a lot. Okay. But then the best takeaway is my sinus. Because when I was in Sengkang, and for over the years, I've been using the water every day to rinse my nose. You see, every morning I need to rinse. And it doesn't really help. It rinse, okay, you reduce a bit. You can see some green flame actually flowing out. But whole day, if you squat, only the water starts to flow again. It's just that improves slightly when the hospital give me the solution to rinse my nose. But after using about 3 months, okay, I don't have this problem anymore. I don't need to wash my nose anymore. Really. I squat, no problem, nothing come out. Okay, if you ask me, I really never take any medication. The only thing I take is vitamin C tablet, but which I've been taking for many, many years. That's only about all that I took, vitamin C and nothing else. So after that, my eye twitching actually reduced. I think James know when I first met him. I think I started using about 1 month or 2 months. James saw my eye twitch like nothing like that. Like
Yeah.
so, James actually patched an Aeon on me. But then on the same day, it reduced. But then after I start patching, then it actually helps lah. Then the second takeaway is after I use the patches, I don't feel so tired because normally when I work, I work in the field. But afternoon, normally I need to take about 15-20 minute nap. If not, I really cannot go on the whole day. But after taking that, I use the patch for about, I think 2 months or 3 months. Actually, I don't feel tired. It's just, I'm going to take the afternoon nap.
Wow.
The other thing is that every time I eat heaty things continuously, I have ulcer. But now,
Wow.
okay, I eat nothing, the ulcer, nothing, do not have ulcer come out. Every time let's say eat something very heaty for 2 days, or sometimes not even 2 days, a couple of days, or 1 or 2 days, then my ulcer will come out, then no ulcer. And that takeaway is my coffee addiction. Actually,
Wow.
every day I must drink coffee by 11. If not, my whole day will be very tired, headache, and everything. I just need 1 cup of coffee per day, must be before 11. After 11, if after 11 I don't take, finish the whole day, I cannot work, I cannot do anything. Then after I took I used these patches, only recently I found that, I drink coffee okay. Now I drink coffee just I just want to drink only. Just like maybe a habit, but not so much of, I need to drink, but I drink it for the sake of just for the habit. Maybe habit die hard, too many years I've been taking coffee. But actually nowadays, if I don't drink, I won't feel headache. I'm okay, I'm still okay, I'm still quite awake. Okay, this is for me, myself. Okay,
Before you go
that's
on,
all.
okay.
Yeah.
So, Sam, you were saying you had sinus, so you don't have any sinus issue anymore.
No more, now no more.
How long have you had this sinus before?
Oh, I think at least 8 years more.
8 years,
But I get
okay.
used to it because last time, because the doctor said if I want to actually want to cure myself, I must go for operation. Then I said,
Right.
since I'm really used to it, it's okay lah. But I never expect it cure my sinus after I putting the patch. It's
How
really out.
about your eye twitching? Also, how long has it been going
Eye
on
twitching
for?
only 2 years. Just before COVID, I got it.
Okay.
2019. My eye teaching was 2019. I remember just before COVID, and I went because actually I went for my MS because the eye teaching cost me, it affect my work because when I see drawing and diagram, my eye keeps sometimes quite difficult to concentrate. That's the reason why I went to see my eye teaching. But they tell me you need to sleep more only. They said there's actually no medication. I got nothing wrong with my head. So I take it as okay, long you say nothing, then so there's nothing they can do. They just say it's like you need more sleep and that's it. Need more rest and sleep.
I'm pretty sure the audience will be curious to know what patches do you use.
Okay, I only use 2 patches, X39 and Aeon.
Amazing. Okay.
These 2
Okay.
patches only.
All right.
Okay, these 2 patches. And no, the Aeon in the night and X39 day, 12.
Excellent. Excellent. So you also want to share about your brother's testimonial, right?
Yeah,
Please go ahead.
I
Yeah.
will share my my partner first, then I will share my brother.
Okay.
Okay, for her, okay, the best part is that last time when we travel, we climb mountains, she always halfway she pant. She cannot take it, she was very tired and she pant. Then after she do the patch, the last few trips we went out, she can take very high, long step. She don't pant, only leg tired, but I think that is quite common.
Right.
Okay, leg tired, but then she don't pant anymore. She can one shot. We
Wow.
climb a big mountain, and then she don't pant. And then we are not young, okay? We
Yeah.
both are not young, okay? It's not like
Okay.
we are 20, 30s, okay? And then the best takeaway for her, I mean, not so bad, is it the last incident when we came back from Indonesia, she got a very bad diarrhea. But then, interesting part is normally when you have diarrhea, you cannot do anything. Every hour, half an hour, she go toilet. But then she can still do the household thing like nothing happened. I said,
Wow.
your leg won't name big. I mean, like weak. I said, no leg, nothing like, just I need to go toilet only.
Okay.
But then it was quite amazing, like, how come normally people got diarrhea, you normally lie, you sit down a while, you cannot take it. But she never take any medication. Same thing, she patched on X39 and Aeon.
Right.
Okay. As for my brothers, I actually recommend it because my brother has been having this cerebral contraction, which is, in short, the brain actually contracted. So it caused him to have slur speech, unbalanced. He will fall very easily. He literally crawl at home. He don't walk, you see.
Wow.
So after I start patching for him, only 1 week, the first result we saw was when he eat, his hand don't shiver so much. Normally when he eats something, the food will be all splashed over the table. But then after we patch, he can eat like, you won't splash the food, but at least, I mean, still slow, but yet the food don't splash all over the table like normally he did. This is one of the things that I saw in him. And then his hearing actually improved. That last time he can't hear properly, but now actually he can hear much better.
Wow.
The only problem is that sometimes he feel the patch so good, he refused to remove. Okay, this is something that's very interesting, but I think it will take times for everything because you don't expect miracle immediate. But at least all this for my own personal feel, it actually improve a lot of things in myself.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, Sam, you make a good point, because all of us are very unique individual. Some people may have some of the fastest result. I actually personally seen some have got very fast result, whereas there'll be people who require a longer time. But yet later on, I'm going to share with us a clinical study that David made. As long as you continue to use 6 months, okay, 6 months, you will see a difference in your overall health. So Sam, I want to thank you for taking time to share with us.
No problem.
Okay, the next testimonial, I'll invite Jameson Teo. Sounds like me, It's Jameson Teo. James, if you're around, yes, okay, please take over.
I don't know if you can hear me well.
A little bit soft. You can speak louder.
Yeah, because frankly speaking, I haven't logged on with my work yet.
Wow, thank you so much for taking your time,
Just-
busy schedule.
just finished my dinner in the coffee shop. Now actually I'm in the coffee shop.
Wow, paiseh, paiseh.
No, no worry, no worry. Sharing is important, and yeah, to share good things to everybody.
Okay, take it over,
So,
James.
okay,
Jameson.
yeah, hi everybody. My name is Jameson, and okay, I'm a professional that is working as salesperson. As you can see my record over here. I used to do most of the time is doing sales, and you can see my record. I'm doing outdoor sales most of the time and insurance. And now I'm in real estate for now I'm about I think about 20 years already. Okay. So you can see my profession is to convince people and convince others to buy my products. And now my friend want to convince me on using LifeWave. And most of the time there's a lot of MMM products that they will introduce to me. I will say no to all this MLM. I don't believe in MLM at all. So even that is now is LifeWave, it's just a simple patches. Even so curious about it. So because it's a friend, a very good friend, he recommend me because I have some health condition. So this is my health condition I stated over here. That actually I look okay, but actually internal inside is not as good. I really have a heart blockage about I think about 25 years ago, and it was started with hypertension, and taking the medication long time, continue until the doctor keep on like increase the dosage, and after that I'll get the kidney start to deteriorate, and then I'll have some uric acid also, and because of this kidney failure, it occurs the gut attack sometimes if I eat something like high in protein. So once a while, I will have some gout attack, and then I think last year where my kidney result you can see from here is really bad, really bad, and my gout attack is almost 1 year come in like 5 to 6 times, and it's very painful. If any of you ever have gout attack, you know what I mean. So how my daily condition is where I have this unfortunate sickness. Every day, actually, I feel very tired. I feel tired. Actually, I look very tired too. And most of my colleagues or friends, when they meet me, they will say, have you not enough sleep or you're very tired or what? I look very, no energy at all. And nevertheless, kidney patient, they will have some backache once in a while. Here there is foot pain, and there is backache also. And very tired, whereby during afternoon time, about 3 to 4 p.m., I need to take a 20-minute or 30-minute break or a nap to recover my energy. That's how my daily condition is. And during the night, sorry, the last slide, during the night, I will wake up for urine.
Okay.
At least 5 times. Can you beat that?
Wow.
5 times. And it's almost, if you calculate, it's just like every 2 hours I will wake up for urine. That's all. Okay. So next, this is my reading just now, and this is first introduced. In fact, my wife and I was introduced by my friend to LifeWave, and he heard about my kidney failure. It's not the result is not that good. And then you told me everything. I actually I don't get the bother about it. I don't believe too, but just because he's a very good friend, he helped me a lot. And then my wife asked me to take picture. I actually reluctant to take picture, but this is why I take it. Can you take a look at myself here? Okay, so I stated here used will be my last ugliest photo. Okay.
Hey, to be honest, I'm sorry to cut you. When I look at you and Linda, you all look so different. Oh my gosh, so different.
Thank you. Yeah, you're right. This is on January 2023. Next. Okay. Yeah. And then I still don't believe in the patches, but I, not very consistent on pasting. I still believe that exercise and diet will help my condition, the health condition. So this is my after exercise. I show this picture because I want to let you see how my skin is. You look at my hand, the arm there, you know, I purposely enlarge it, and it's like, oh man, even my body. And my wife tell me that, hey, why your skin like very like, you know, like lape like that. Okay, so next. Next. Okay, I actually I'm a person that very like to be pretty.
Vain, we call it vain.
Very vain. Yeah, right, right. So I control my diet. I buy facial product. I apply on my face, but I still continue facing the lightweight patches, because since I already bought it, and also not very consistent. So next, this is March. This is March already. That means I've been facing about 2 months, but not very consistent. And then I realized that, wow, hey, my face it turned better. I look younger. When I wash my face, I look in the mirror, I touch my face, I say, hey, very good. I think it's the product that I bought, and the mask that I put on my face. And
Look
then
like
I
TCS
never
actor
actually,
already.
oh, thank you. I actually never credit the lightweight product that it will help on my the texture of my face. So I took the next picture. Okay, so it's still on March, and then when I go for my regular report on the kidney, so from March to June is all the result, and then you can see that just now the result and this result it improve. The numbers shown that my kidney numbers have been improved by quite a big numbers, and then I start to think, maybe the patches really help. Rather, it's not the facial product. So I start to have 50% of believing already. So I say, oh, okay, why not I continue using? Yeah. So the result was good until June. And then, I take care, after that, I take care. I tell my wife, hey, the speed of recovery is not that fast. So I'm thinking, hey, why not we go and consult Chinese medication, Chinese doctor to get some herbs to eat. And then I'm also very consistent eating the Chinese medication for almost 2.5 months. So I was hoping to see the result to be even better. But unfortunately, the result, oh my God, it's even worse than the beginning. So I was very shocked. And during this Chinese medication, I had actually have some side effect, like the backache, even some aching, and then I got diarrhea most of the time after eating the Chinese medication. And then I immediately after see the result, I stopped this Chinese medication, which most of the time we heard that Chinese medication is very not really harmful or not so strong. So I start to have some not really believe on that. So I think I better use lightweight patches whereby the last round it was improved. So I stopped eating the Chinese medication and continue using the medication. I continue using lightweight. So then, I continue using, and then I like to take picture already. I start to take picture of myself. I take a picture of how I look. It's really turned younger and younger, and a lot of my customer reflect me that I changed a lot. And even they say that, oh, you already changed another new person already. So I felt that patches actually works, So I think if they can work for the skin and the body more firm, it might be helping my internal body too. But then the result actually after the next test, it didn't go back as good also. But in the beginning stage, I was a bit depressed and I very depressed. And then, but I tell myself, actually, why am I so depressed for? Whereby I have no more back pain, no more diarrhea, no more night urine. And then nevertheless, the gut attack was never attack anymore for the 6 months. And then afternoon, I don't need to have any nap anymore. And I look very energetic. So I was thinking, hey, is it the numbers that really matters a lot? You see? So that I've stated over there, what if the result is good, but then I feel lousy? So I would say that I will give more time for lightweight and then continue using it because in fact I witnessed many of my user of my friend that also using LifeWave, and even some of the good result that from the Zoom that give some miracle result. So I will still continue using LifeWave. And then this is to show you. You see the old man skin, and then now my skin is getting better. Okay, and then you see the difference on my face from January to December.
Yeah, a lot of difference.
Yeah, like got a difference. I feel like it's very, very good and it's effective.
Mm.
Okay. And then next, not only that, you see my hair. Before, actually, my hair is all white. I didn't color my hair at all.
So it didn't color, right? Well, just like
Yeah,
me,
I
lah.
didn't color.
Wow,
Yeah, I
amazing,
didn't
huh?
color at all. And then you see the below pictures is actually all the black hair growing in between. And it look like a lot of my friends, when they see me, say, hey, what color do you color? Which salon do you do? What ash
Okay.
color do you do? So I said, no, it's natural, it just grows out. And
Wow.
then I felt less stressed, not less sad because of the sickness. And I feel relaxed and more happy lah. You can take a look at my picture. I look so good. And
Yeah.
yeah. So next, and then I stated over here that actually LifeWave a new girlfriend. Okay, look very different now and very
Yeah.
happy.
Mm.
And myself also giving a new boyfriend too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, the other slide. Okay, I
Mm.
stated below very clearly.
Mm.
I want to share with every user here today.
Mm.
Whenever I share now, it doesn't mean that it will convince you to use. And no need to believe on what I say or anybody introduce products. But I feel that you have to really try it to experience the real result. And please give patience and persistency to this product. I believe you'll see miracles at the end of the day. Yeah.
You know,
So,
Jameson, I just want to add on also. When we had yesterday we had two of our mini events. The afternoon one we had this lady Sana. She also, for her it was so heartwarming. Can you imagine? She was down with a problem, and for 10 years, she could not see her loved ones. 10 years until she started using LifeWave patches, and she always made this statement: "Please be patient. Don't be in a hurry to see result." And now you say again,
yes.
encouraging us to be persistent and to see miracles. So thank you for saying
And
that.
in fact, sorry, I just add on. In fact, actually, the last sharing is from Linda, my wife. He's sharing about my friend Ivan Tex. It's also another miracle thing. It's very, very.
We'll get you to
Yes.
share later on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No problem, no
Yeah.
problem.
Okay.
Based on this picture, right, I cannot imagine. So that means Linda and you started to use in January 2023 together?
Yes, together. We use it together.
So it's just like 1 year and 4 months. I cannot imagine, should put a side by side. This last picture, right? Should put a before and after. But I can only say both of you look really, really good. Based on this picture. In fact, based on this picture, this one. Where? This one. Based on this, with the last slide, I think it's just amazing. Well, thank you. Like Jameson say, wishing everyone better health and wealth. Thank you so much. I really wish that Linda and you will continue to experience vibrant health, from henceforth.
Yeah, Linda.
So, okay, hi Linda. So thank you so much for taking your time, even in a busy schedule. Yeah,
no problem.
okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, see you. Okay, so friends, I just want to say this. Like what Jameson has encouraged us. Before you go, Jameson, are you still there?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Can I just ask you very quickly, what patches did you use?
Okay, I only use X39 and Aeon.
Wow. Again, okay, friends.
Yes.
Friends, you heard from Sam and Jameson. They only use X39 and Aeon. Okay, this is actually what I've been telling all our friends, when they come to Wood Square office, start with X39 and Aeon. And you can imagine, you have heard it and you've seen it for yourselves. the kind of results that they experience. So again,
Yeah,
yes,
sorry, James.
yes.
Actually, after about 3 months, then I add on 49. It's also really give me different feeling.
Okay, right.
Yes.
49 is yes. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So again, friends, based on this slide, we realize that our organs takes time to regenerate new cells. So likewise, I also want to encourage us, if we really want to see results in our overall health, of course, we're not just saying about, just using our patches. I will even suggest do more. Change your overall lifestyle, your diet, go for a little exercise, sleep early. All these will help, even taking supplements. Because in order for our patch to work, we do really need other minerals to add on to work to make the patches work better. Right? Again, give yourself some time, at least 6 months to a year. Hey, so because this literally what David has done with a group of 40 people, sent to this gold standard clinic called the Repeat Diagnostic in. So their blood was drawn to test for telomere, right? So if you base on this chart, you see no change observed when their blood was drawn at the 3rd month, okay? But something changed at the 6 months when their blood was drawn again. Okay, the results. In as little as 6 months, the telomeres lengthened to the equivalent of 8.5 years of age reversal. So this is a clinical study that David has revealed to us just by using the X39 patch. So friends, this is what we can tell you. If you really want to see some changes in your body or in your health, do something about it. Okay, as always, we remind our friends when you're on the patches, it will also heighten your thirst, but overall, we do tell you to hydrate yourself at regular interval, at least 2 liters a day at regular interval, because water acts as a biocurrent and acts as a very good conductor for our cells to work. We've seen, the more water you drink, the faster result you will get. Okay, I'm going to end with a few more slides. Okay, just based on this, I want to actually tell us our patches all are evidence-based. In fact, when we invited Dr. Timothy Low to our talk, when I first met him, I asked him, hey, doctor, why LifeWave? He just gave me a very simple answer, innovation. It's all about innovation. And of course, we do have a lot of clinical studies, and that's where it actually draws Dr. Timothy Low to join us in LifeWave. Yeah. And we realize that we are the only patented and proprietary patch that is able to activate our own stem cells to reset them to a younger and healthier state. And of course, if you base on the prices that is currently used for stem cell injection and other stem cell pills, LifeWave patches is just so affordable. You can ask your friends to invite you if you want to know how much our patch costs. And then again, it is very, very safe. Nothing enters into your body. There's no drug. It's non-invasive, right? So if you want to know more about product, on this chart, we do have regular talks weekly, in fact, from Tuesday all the way to Saturday, right? And at the same time, if you order our products, you have the choice to collect at our Wood Square office. So if you want to know more about our product, do invite your friends, bring them to our Wood Square office, and we will have a detailed presentation for you. For that, I'm just going to stop sharing now and say a big thank you. Thank you for taking your time, Sam and Jameson and all our guests who joined our Zoom. Thank you so much. Again, I just want to invite us back next Monday because this is our regular Marvel Monday Zoom, whereby we invite our friends who have yet to know LifeWave to join us to learn a little bit about what LifeWave is all about. For that, let me say a good night to all of us. I'll see you again next Monday. Good night, everyone.